think everyone may be tired. Try yourself. Be more desire, energetic, concentrate. Then your insight will be more shine. Mindfulness to the phenomenon. This is a challenge topic to myself. Even though from 20 years old I become monk and very energetic, full desire into one point and get myself concentrated into the teaching. So mindfulness to phenomenon is a general term, what we know. In the Buddhist term, what I learned is called mindfulness to the truth, or mindfulness to the Dhamma. It is a very accurate, very pure term that not been used much about our thinking mind, about what our observing mind is not much used for our investigation. So after we know the mind, apply the mind into this mind-body action, apply your mind into your thinking mind, not much for us. One, to have strong desire touching to the truth or touching to the law of phenomena. That is why Buddha said, knowing the law is not general, but profound. Only one who has little dust in his eyes can see the truth. Most of us, if you don't know what is mindfulness to the phenomenon, I can say something to you in this first one. What is mindfulness to the phenomenon? Here it is mindfulness to the phenomenon. Phenomenon teaching from the Four Noble Truths. This is a very basic understanding by the Buddha teaching. The second one is the phenomenon of the law is little bit profound and sharp, focusing into your own mind. We call it dependent co-arising, or the 12 link of psychology phenomenon. This is a little bit individual and profound into the life itself, from the body deep into your mind, how you can check inside these phenomenons link in his own existence. And if we want to say a little bit more, if you don't have much skill enough to touching to this truth, in order you have very strong IQ. That is something can help you to process this skill. We call that 37 factors of enlightenment. That is a path or 7th set of training in Buddhism. The Buddha himself, from different conditions, talk most about it. And then, this is come to the point. The truth is called Dhamma seal. It won't change, even though the earth changed, life changed, renewal changing, existence, but this existence of the law never changed. We call that for Dhamma seal to the living beings. To the phenomenon, may not say that for Dhamma seal because phenomenon of non-existing life, it don't have suffering. Only living beings have that kind of feeling of pain, stress, happiness, and calmness. So here, the Buddha mentioned about Four Noble Truths. You can learn much more in right now the world. You can touch into this convenience is by computer. Go to the website and check 3 turning of the wheel. Then you will learn this truth. The Buddha point out, advise you, point out Four Noble Truths. Advise you, be alert, be mindful. This is something will happen in your life. You need to follow the path. Unless you step on the path, then it will bring you to freedom. If not that, that is called samsara. Means you will in the cycle of stress. You make up your own flood, cause and effect. Nobody will responsible more than you need to responsible for your own action, your own thinking. Here is something that he pointed out. He told us, I witnessed, I already proved it myself before tell this message to the world. So, witness something is very important for me as a phenomenon need to touch into. I always thinking like that. In my life, I don't have second way to go. Only one path, go to the end. It's like I come to United States, only by one way ticket. So, become a Buddhist, become a practitioner, and become someone who have open heart himself to serve this world. What can I offer myself to this world who have condition, contact to me, or come to know each other? The first thing what need to do is you need to have a strong faith for your own understanding. The second is you need to test this understanding before you tell them this work. You cannot use the spoon to test the test. You need to use your thumb to test it in order you touching to the truth. 12 links of interdependent origination have two ways to go. The first way to go is help yourself overcome the renewal. If you have the faith, life not only here, there somewhere come, life is not easy to stop here, except somewhere to go. It's like there is yesterday, there is now, and they never stop to tomorrow. So existence is a big topic to overcome. But life itself mostly only spend that much want to overcome problem, but problem never overcome. But I think most of us is create problem more than solve problem. So here is something I want to share with you. The practice of 12 links have two ways to go. One way is start from feeling, you need to backward to touching, and backward to 6 rings space, form, name, consciousness, ignorance. You need to backward this way in order to liberate yourself in the circle. If you don't know what is feeling is, I tell you, feeling will processing to clinging, grabbing, and I don't need to say much. That is more thing to do, more thing find a way out, and never going to end this suffering. Another way to do is concern about touching or contact. From contact there, you have the sharp mind, you have insight, knowing from contact, rising feeling. From feeling there, it's the only way you need to stop. Otherwise, it will go to existing, clinging, grabbing, existing. So from here, how many of us always intend into contact? It means 5 senses contact and mind thinking contact always there, but usually we never learn to stop it, but we processing it. So contact is the skill I learned from Thailand. There is 2 ways out from the psychology existing from 12 links. One is starting from the basic of feeling. One is starting from the basics of contact. My school, the teacher who teach me is starting from contact. So intention, mindful to the contact, not let him processing. You means if there is no processing, I call him no abiding. Pay intention. just mindful. This is called the training. Who want to touch into the full phenomenon of the Dhamma seal, they always in the touching, but we didn't realize what's going on. On many years of training, it made me a little bit realize for myself. Life always confuse or make mistake for himself, thinking about I am experiencing something. But for many years of the practice life I put myself in, right now I have the conclusion like that. Experience to the Dhamma or to the truth or to the wholesome is a little bit processing. Mostly I say I am experiencing something. It's not experience something. I am thinking of something. So thinking minds, that kind of recall from the memory of consciousness, we thought we experienced something. Life is so confused. Mind's rising, ceasing, that kind of memory is so deep into the past karma flow to this present life. So excited, like what Venerable said, magnet. That kind of magnet so strong, active there. We thought that we experienced something, but from the Dhamma seals of will, what I spoke to is something else. Not been processing much for myself. How many of us have totally very focused and concentrate into wholesome of contemplating of daily life? Not much, isn't it? In the working field, you may follow the machine. In the street walking, you may follow the five senses contact. Or in your quiet time, you may follow your own contemplating or daydreaming. Did we focusing in what I write down? Quiet time in the street, in the working field. My mindfulness is linked to follow the truth. It's linked to the 12 interdependent coordination, or linked to the path. In order I have sharp mind to see this phenomenon. Be alert, be mindful, be not get into wrong intention. Did we do that? Did we have that kind of wholesomeness or virtue? For many years, come to this time, I feel shame. When Professor Tan After guiding the standing meditation, I back to the inside room where my room. The past almost 3 years, one moment I can end this project, building a house for the community in MABA. I'm not much wear my robe, not much use my word, but my hand and my foot. My training of break to this renewal or rebirth in these 3 years almost done. Honest saying, only what I can still say that I remain active and energetic is try to be intent. Intent to what? Intent to fall foundation, knowing this body is tired. Wake up. You need to rising up all the energy. Not let yourself down in order people follow you. Broken heart. So in the training, I'm writing next part that this is the IQ in Buddhism. So, who have the IQ is no doubt to the future, the way out from this samsara. Only thing what we concern to yourself is the connection of the phenomenon. You cannot connect yourself, mindfulness, to your own mind's word all the time. Mostly is we need to connect it to this world phenomenon because this life is fresh. So mindfulness to being is another term that I release myself from the stress. Mindfulness to human, mindfulness to other living beings. It will make yourself processing your EQ, purify your EQ to that selflessness, selfishness. So mindfulness is only the intention, there is no meaning at all. Intention of what? It becomes more meaningful in this term. So my intention is not only the phenomena of the teaching, but phenomena of the life itself, fresh itself. If you're thinking of benefit to others, it may become more patient, more tolerant. Like yesterday, I have one worker called Jiru. I take 5 buckets of water, come to the loft there, want to clean out all the dust before I can paint the floor. In his experience, no need to wash out the dust. You will wait all this floor, maybe make the structure, make the feeder go back. So he already warning one of the our volunteer, no washing it, and then I bring the mop there, and then mop the floor with very dry, just take the dust out, but he still cannot observe it, cannot understand that. He's thinking about the water will wet all the floor, so he feels angry and gone. I need to find a way to babysit him. So a living Buddha is always babysit the living being. In order one day we can become Buddha. Only human can enlighten in the Dhamma world. Not by German Shepherd. So in us as a human being, so intention for us to processing the learning become very important. Make yourself simple as you can. If you right now you avoid, I will say good news to you. Not going to look for a new boyfriend or girlfriend. If right now any one of your family member go away, I will say good luck to you. If you really looking for cessation. If you don't know what is cessation means in Buddhism, not much I can say today. Come to MABA. So in the cessation of our thought, rising and ceasing, that is a super, or what we call that, experiencing from the Indian yogi come to Buddhist elder. How we really can make our mind cease processing, grabbing, clinging, that kind of profound. Then we know that all living beings have the same nature. You won't give yourself extremely, I like this, I love that, if not come to that kind of understanding.